Our officials, Jeffrey Anderson, Gregory Nixon, Bart Lennox, underway in Chicago. The winner will play Arizona in the Final Four.
Yeah, that's what you want to make him do. Make him shoot a turnaround. There's a good play by Gillespie there.
Over to Boswell for three. And Tennessee is on the...
Amongst the national leaders in scoring in the paint and in not allowing people to score in the paint. Who's going to win out in this game?
Mara with the jam.
Points the other day. Oh, Gillespie's got another one.
What a play by Gillespie. He gets to his feet, and he missed it. Boswell misses. Estrella does not.
That's twice that Michigan...
Cadeau. Oh, jam by Roddy Gale. 5 from the floor. Estrella on Lendeborg. Yaxel wants to take him. Oh, he wins that matchup. Just for a few little reminders of the way that Barnes likes to play.
Because Dusty's playing completely different than he played then.
Gillespie with his first field goal. And a steal by McKinney. Gillespie is back. McKinney right by him. And a rejection by Brown. Wow. Fans love that with Cheddar and Lendeborg. Oh, what a play! The reverse and the foul. And Mara the rebound. Tennessee is now 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. Gale, transition three. It's good! Cadeau out to Gale. Extra pass Lendeborg. Now Cadeau in the corner. It's good!
They're elite defensively, too. Number 2 in the nation defensive field goal percentage.
Mara working around Estrella. What a move by the big guy. They've made 5 of their last 6. Cadeau sends it to the corner. Extra pass. Lendeborg wide open.
But I agree with Rick Barnes.
Lendeborg for 3. Michigan has won 27 games by double figures this year, including all 3 in the NCAA tournament, and that's going to be a goaltend. Count the basket.
Early in games, which is different than most teams. They like to save their challenges for the second half, but anything around the rim and they feel like they can get it, they'll go for it.
Evan, thank you very much as Gillespie hits. Estrella goes up, lost it, Cadeau takes it away. And now Cadeau wants to fly up ahead. Great speed for the New Jersey native. Leaves it for Burnett. Extra pass to Lendeborg. And Dusty May calls timeout to set up the dig.
Did yesterday, I guarantee you they're going to get the last shot. I mean, on Friday.
Cadeau over to Lendeborg.
Nope.
To McKinney. So he's a guy to keep an eye on here in the second half for Tennessee.
Yeah, like you said, Opara, and Carey were had some foul issues.
Always have to get back to avoid what's happening right now.
That's a great point, Evan, and that's really what happened. Their transition defense was not good. How about this?
Mara the 3. His 3rd of the year, and the mission. Well, sometimes you look to the 3 to try to get out of a deep hole as Gillespie hits again, and Cadeau the rebound.
Not going to get an easier look than that.
Yaxel flying through! The full Yaxel! And from the baseline. And those offensive rebounds have dried up for Tennessee. Burnett a transition 3. It's good!
You know, Michigan came out looking to push the tempo because Tennessee didn't want to, and they have controlled it all the way.
Oh, with the block. Lendeborg. Wow. Why not? He has. Cadeau from the outside. That's going to be no good. And a fight for the rebound. And Merez Johnson and Amari Evans still fighting for it.
Yeah, they got to be careful. Oh, that was not good what Jalen Brown did.
Jalen Carey.
Jalen Carey.
Dusty May right in the middle of it, trying to get cooler heads to prevail.
Yeah, I mean, you're Dusty May. You're up 30 points, 29. You don't want to lose somebody for fighting in the Final Four, like Morris Johnson. And, you know, a lot of times when those situations come out, things happen. Dusty May did the right thing there.
Evans and Johnson, the whistle is blown. Yeah. They're still fighting for it. Exchanging words. There you see Dusty May getting in there right away.
Good for him. Roddy Gale jumping in there and grabbing Johnson.
All right, here's Jalen Carey coming in.
He's going to get a dead ball technical contact technical foul. That I'm telling you. That they may, I don't know if they're going to toss him, but that's going to be a contact dead ball technical foul.
We have a dead ball contact technical foul on 23 for Tennessee. We'll shoot 2 shots. Anyone can shoot the 2 shots for Michigan.
All right, good call, Gene. And an easy one. Carey called for the technical.
Even Lendeberg doesn't have to play great all the time because they got so many other pieces that are capable.
Akpara with the basket since 2018 when they were the runner-up against Villanova. Lendeborg follows his miss and puts it in. And Axel Lendeborg said no freshman wall for this guy. In fact, the game has slowed down for him here in March as Gillespie scores 2 more. Lendeborg has not picked it up yet.
I guess he wants the full shot clock.
Still won't pick it up.
Why not? I don't understand this.
I think he was just looking for a breather. Remember, he told Evan he needed a minute before the interview. As Michigan turns it over, Lendeborg getting back. Gillespie going up. Okay. Gillespie with 7 to shoot. Brown right through the lane. Lost it going up. Akpara cleans it up. And the way that he has come on here in the second half. The second half of the season, I should say. Don't forget the winner will play Arizona. As Johnson gets it to go with the foul.
Ament can really handle for 6'10".
Off balance jumper goes in. A chance at 3 for Nate Ament.
You know what they don't have? Probably a backup point guard who tore his ACL, who was playing great.
Gale hits the 3.
And they also have pretty good guards, too. Jaden Bradley was the player of the year in the Big 12. That is going to be an unbelievable semifinal game.
Johnson.
Now, if you're Dusty May, you just want these 4 minutes to go fast without anybody getting hurt.
Akpara, nice touch. Goodman with the rejection. Game. Brown and 1. I love playing for him, and you got to imagine they're going to show up in a big way next week. May, a 3! Mayday! Hail, hail to Michigan. The Wolverines are on to the Final Four.